Check out the blue tongue, guys. Blah. I might have blue teeth also now. Sucks. But anyway. Hey, Bootub, I'm back. If you're wondering for the blue, I'm drinking a smoothie. Not really smoothie. A slushie. Because after Father's Day, I think I said this in the first video. The previous video, not the first. The previous one. I might not have, but I think I'm not sure if I did. But, Father's Day, for our family, you know how some people have family parties for Christmas and Thanksgiving? Well, we also have family parties for Easter, because Catholic family, and Father's Day and Mother's Day. And so we had a party yesterday. Went from like 2 to probably like 6 something at most. And my aunt wanted to watch Wonder Woman, so she invited my mom, her boyfriend, and moi. And the movie didn't start till like 8, and so the cool thing is we were able to get like after the movie, which ended like around 11, I was able to refill my drink, which was an iced. And since it's nice and cold, I brought it home, and of course I put it in the freezer and everything so it wouldn't melt. And then since it was like totally frozen, I decided to melt it a little bit by putting it in the fridge. And so I've been drinking it because it's, like I said in the previous video, it's effing hot out here. Like, I know it's like 5:55 right now, but it's still freaking hot. So, bleh to the world. And so, it was like a blue raspberry, hence the blue. Nah. Shit, my teeth turned blue too. Audie! Where are you, baby? Baby! Where are you? Come here, my little munchkin. Come here. Come here. Come on. Upper. Upper. No, not down. Odie, come here. Upper. There you go. I know the fan's there. What you smell? What you smelling, baby? What you smelling? What you smelling? I know, baby. You don't like the hot weather. My poor baby, he hates hot weather. So, you're burning hot right now, baby. You are burning hot. Do you want a cold bath? I can give you a cold bath. Huh? You and mommy? Me and mommy? Huh? You and mommy will have cold bath, okay? You'll have a cold shower. Okay? We'll cool down your body. Huh? You want that? My poor child. Anyway, this is my, should I count it part 4 or 3.5? Well, any other way, it's after 3. Oh, what are you doing? Okay, that's fine. If you want to stay on the kitchen floor. It's not carpet, so there, good boy. Yeah, see? The kitchen floor is not carpet, so it's nice and cold. Go lay there. Lay there. There you go. There you go. Anyway, hang on for a sec, guys. Sorry about that, guys. I thought I heard something. But anyway, oh, my poor dog. Normally, he doesn't like sitting or even standing on our kitchen floor because pretty much the majority of the house is carpet with the exception of the kitchen floor. It's like tiles. And so he doesn't like tile. He likes sitting on carpet. But since it's like freaking hot right now, carpet's going to be a no bueno. So he's not just sitting in the kitchen floor. He's literally laying down. Oh, you poor thing. Anyway, this is I'm just gonna call it part 4 because I'm already like almost 4 minutes in. This is part 4 of Fear the Walking Dead, season 3, episode 3, titled TEOTWAWKI or TEOTWAWKI. 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 You know what? It's an anagram for I don't even know what it meant anymore. I'll look at it later. But anyway, Otto takes Madison to what looks like a pantry of some sort, and it's pretty much well stocked with guns and supplies. And he explains that he broke Troy in the old world, right? Which I don't blame him because, like, Otto and Troy's mother, which is Otto's second wife, they were alcoholics, and all he ever did was yell at poor Troy. I mean, we even look at the outtake of those videos. All he did was yell at Troy. He never yelled at Jake in that video. He strictly yelled at Troy, and it's like, well, damn, poor thing. And it doesn't help that Troy's mother, his second wife, is nothing but a drunk, which he yelled at all the time also. So I'm not surprised he said he broke Troy in the old world before the apocalypse. But he also mentions that, Troy is now has a purpose in this new world because he has the killer instinct needed to survive. Which I can kind of see, but still, to me, not gonna lie, Troy's a psycho. He's a psycho freak show with some peeping problems, staring at Madison like that. Anyway, Madison, I don't know if she's doing this because she believes in Otto's bullshit or, she's just doing this to blend in, but she pledges to pretty much help rebuild in Otto's new world. And, back to Troy. He's actually stalking Nick while they're doing the little boar hunt, and Nick catches on and tackles Troy and holds him at gunpoint to his face. And Troy, being the psycho that he is, pretty much tells Nick, "Come on and shoot me. Shoot me, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I bet you when you shoot me, judging by my weight, my height, and my ethnicity, it will probably take me 87 minutes to turn into an infected after you shoot me. So come on, do it. And while you're at it, can you get my little notebook over there and write down and record everything that happens right after you shoot me so I will know? I have record of it." And it's like, dude, how are you going to even know? You're going to be dead. But, obviously Nick is disgusted by what Troy's asking of him. And he actually asks Troy, "What's wrong with you?" To the point where Troy actually answers back saying, "I just want to know why we spoil." I mean, that's pretty much everyone's question in this apocalyptic world, right? In the beginning, anyway, it's like, why after we die, why do we turn into infected? I mean, the people who are already dead in the world, they didn't turn into infected. Why this moment? Why? I'm pretty sure there are other dead people who died, before the apocalypse happened, right? This seemingly happened randomly. In my opinion, I would question it too. Why now, all of a sudden, when you die, you turn into an infected? I mean, like I said, I'm pretty sure there are people like elderly people that have died from natural causes, like old age, who have died before this whole apocalypse happened. They didn't, they didn't get killed by getting shot in the head or anything. They died of natural causes. So how come they didn't turn into infected? How come they're not the Walking Dead? You know what I mean? And yet all of a sudden now, if you get killed, now of all times you get killed, without getting hit in the head or anything, you turn into a walking zombie? Why now? How come, like I said, how come people who've died before this did not turn into walkers or infected? Why now, right? So I don't really blame Troy for wondering why they spoiled now of all times when they've had people die before, elderly, unfortunately by gang violence or accidents or stuff like that. People have died before. Why all of a sudden the dead now are walking in? But that's the only thing I actually kind of see myself when it comes to Troy is I would question why we spoil, but I wouldn't be a psychopath like he is, who's conducting fucking experiments by shooting innocent people and calculating how long it takes them to turn just by their height, weight, and ethnicity. I wouldn't do that. And I definitely wouldn't be watching someone sleep like that, like a creeper. Not gonna lie. But anyway, Nick pretty much does not give Troy the satisfaction, because instead of shooting Troy, see, I'm not gonna lie to you, if I was Nick, I would try to get rid of Troy, but at the same time, I would not give him the satisfaction. So what I would do, I would kill Troy, so he won't be a danger to none of my loved ones or any other innocent people, but I won't give him the satisfaction of turning. I'll just straight up shoot him in the head so he just never turns. But anyway, Nick doesn't, fall for Troy's little, come on, kill me moment. He shoots the ground next to Troy's head and pretty much lets Troy go, but of course Troy doesn't want any of that bullshit, so he tackles Nick to the ground, and during the little scuffle, Nick manages to pretty much grab Troy's little scientific journal and takes it and starts skipping around and ripping out the pages. At the same time, he starts laughing hysterically. At first, when he took Troy's journal, I was like, good for you. Destroy that stupid bullshit. Troy's a psycho, destroy his notebook. But when you see him practically skipping away and laughing hysterically, it makes me question if Nick is okay up there. Like, Nick, I know he was an addict, but I'm pretty sure that's somewhat been flushed out of his system a little bit. I mean, it's been a while since, the first episode of the first season, where we actually saw him, waking up from, passing out from drugs. And it's been a while, so those drugs should have been flushed out for a while. He hasn't had drugs since, from what we've seen. So, why is he practically skipping and laughing hysterically? Something going on up here in the head of Nick, just like Troy. I'd be kind of scared, because I actually like Nick somewhat. But anyway, after that, Troy, apparently, I think he sees something in Nick that kind of reminds him of himself. He's like, you know what? We could be friends now, Nick. And I was like, oh, this can't be good. If something wrong in the head with Nick, not as bad as Troy, but if there is, having two mentally unstable people like that, not a good idea. Especially them becoming friends. Troy's gonna be the worst influence on Nick. I just see it now. Anyway, back to Madison. She visits Luciana in the infirmary and explains that she doesn't want to leave the ranch, even though Luciana says she does. And from what I saw, it looks like Madison kind of guilt trips Luciana, because she's like, Travis died to bring us to this ranch. He died saving your life by getting us to this ranch. We're not leaving. And naturally, Luciana feels guilty about that, because it's semi-true. Travis did everything in his power to not only get his family there, but also Luciana, right? And if it weren't for that, Luciana would have never gotten to the ranch and would have never survived, right? She would have died if they didn't get to the ranch. So, and it's a good tactic, because Luciana did apologize to Madison for the loss of Travis, so she already feels sad about the death of Travis, because in a way, Travis did save her. So, Madison's kind of guilt-tripping Luciana into staying, which I thought was pretty damn funny, I'm not gonna lie. Alicia and Gretchen and their little group of high people pretty much come back from the bunker, and they're obviously still somewhat residual highness there. Highness. Because they're in the weird little high state. They're kind of recovering from it, but obviously they still are. She crosses past with Jake, and he's like smiling at her. I don't know what's going on there. Anyway, Otto, he announces to the community that it's been 36 hours since they dispatched a little unit of people to investigate the chopper attack. Remember the same chopper that Travis and them were in? So he's asking for volunteers to accompany his son Troy to search for that missing unit. And Madison apparently volunteers. What I thought was interesting afterwards, though, is during mealtime, instead of sitting with her children, Nick and Alicia, Madison ends up sitting next to Troy. And Troy even thinks it's suspicious, too, because he's like, hey, your kids are over there. Why you're here, right? And quite honestly, obviously, it's mainly probably because of what Otto said about Troy, how he puts up with him. But at the same time, I'm questioning her little motives, because she knows Troy's not mentally stable. She knows this, and yet, in a way, the way she's treating him, because she not only sits next to him and has lunch with him, she lays a napkin on his lap, kind of like how a mother does for a child. So it's like, are you taking Troy in and treating him like one of your children or something? Because the way you laid out that napkin on his lap, kind of says it. Not gonna lie. But anyway, what the cool part was the end, which was Strand. Well, him sitting in a cell, begging for water is not cool or anything, but the cool thing was, someone actually hands him water off screen through the window, and you see him chugging it. And as he turns in the window to see who gave him the offering, it's none other than the person that we all thought died in a fire. Daniel Salazar! So, he's alive, and I'm currently running out of time. So, the fact that Daniel survived that fire, and he's in the same area as Strand, I'm looking forward to seeing what happens. But anyway, this is my reaction rant to TEOTWAWKI. Bye, guys.